I wanted to talk about the basics in the decoding, so we can just kind of try to find out scientifically. We can reorientate ourselves. This one video I had just gotten making was poking around with it on it, and I just think that it's time to talk about this, and even that. It should be a longer video that might that will transpire here. So pardon me while I am just am getting excited about something, and because I try to do it here and see. I wanted to talk about the word this, or even the, right? See, the. Now, babes, you have to understand that this is a symbol. This is a cross. Do you like the cross, by the way? You know? Okay, so here it is again. We have this. Well, here's. It says he right here, right? So this is he, but you know that the real raw thing that you can aim at is the E. The E is energy, okay? That kind of rounds it up. See, this represents 1, 2, 3 dimensions. And see, this is it's hard to explain, but see, like the I is you. That's you there. And see this right here. See, that's the I is still there. See, the E has an I too. See, some of it can be seen like this. And 1, 2, 3. 3 is a big thing in our field of information. You know, like once you hit the 3, then you can find out the secret of the 369. And so, yeah, but you know, we are looking at positive and negative charges. I mean, really, there's positive. This is a 3-prong plug. Talking about electrons, positive, negative, and ground. Yes, we could say maybe negative, positive, and ground. I don't know, or positive, negative, ground. I don't know, because this is the ground, right? I mean, maybe, but no, yeah. And that's important to kind of use your imagination and think, well, is this actually happening? Is he there? You know, it's kind of funny because of course he's going to be there. I was going to write the word this, you know. Um, See, I was trying to talk about this in my last video, and I didn't really do it right. See, um, pointing at again, here's his, but the real word, right? We can break it down even more. There's is. I hate to be like weird like that, but this is how we get away from Babylon and just so and see the I is there, but you know this is actually the superior I is not this I. No, that's not the superior I. That's actually um, just the one, like on your computer where it's just one block. No, you have the superior eyes. See, this is the actual eye, but then you have this kind of showing that we are open. We have the eye open. So anyway, with the vowels, it's different because they are pointing at energy, frequency, and vibrations. They are pointing at the part of our life in the universe that is non-physical and governors of matter. And you can kind of see the way it starts to work here. The I is interesting because, as you know, the word I starts with the letter E, but these are symbols that are so beautiful if you really knew what they were. See, that's you. You have a Y, you have an I there, but then now your hands go up. Okay, but really that's just kind of metaphorical. But if you ever kind of do that, if you practice yoga and you put your hands up in the air and then you kind of breathe really deep and then let it out while you put your hands down and do that 6 times, you're going to see some kind of change. Plant your feet on the, ideally you want to put it on the earth with your bare feet, but use a mat or something. I don't know if you have sensitive feet, but many different ways that you can start tapping this, be a conduit. How about that? See, this is the conduit. That's a tool right there, by the way. This is bringing in energy, can come right into there. See, we can see it as that, or we can see like as these are conduits itself, right? Sparking off. But uh, really, this is a V on top of an I. You know, the I is an inlet. It's a these are tools we're looking at. I don't know how more to say it, so that we'll start pointing back at like how simply it's happening, and then you can see if you really start to gain an understanding. Oh, it's promised that you will be completely restored and gain more of a realization of your true power here on the planet. You can heal yourself instantly. You're well on your way. This is just one many of the many ways, but that is there. This is very shamanic. You can like take a dose of this medicine, which is the English alphabet, if you really knew that it was a symbol system, and how that when you re-add. Okay, so you have to use the R reverse rule first of all, and you have to start being flexible because you're a humane being. You want to just use your imagination and see how it's working there. There's some keys to know. There's keys to know, and when we say keys, it means that it starts to fit the whole entire, we can call it dialect, but what everybody has to learn when I'm talking about thee and then there. See, now we're not really getting too far away from thee, right? I mean, but her is going to appear. Boom. Put the R down. There's where her comes in. Is, I, or his. So you want to keep breaking things down. Find birds in the word. When you're doing the R reverse rule, that means you can jumble all the words around and get as much as you can. I mean, the symbols or letters. You can jumble them and get as much as you can out of it. And see that to fit keys, if you have a certain intelligence, see, we're trying to awaken something, and all the time, right? The organism needs to go through awakening, right? Are we going through awakening? How's the Aquarius age for you? Did you hear anything about it lately? I don't know. No, really, this is see, it begins to, especially this. Now, I know that this may seem all confusing, but there's going to be you're going to see refinement right in front of your face, and I'm feeling like I'm doing it because I think some entities are kind of detached and they're being more loving towards me, within the ether and without, maybe there's more understanding, about reality. See, reality is God. That's the key. That's one of the keys that you want to know. This is all pointing at God, by the way, God's material and God's creation. But there's a way to reduce it down away from the gibberish that doesn't really point at it at all, but says actually we're Antichrist and we can probably just sit on it, like just sit and ride it to town, and it's like Santa, oh please, how do you like the lighting? I hope it's all right for everybody because it's kind of looking. I want it to show. It's important to know, babes, that this is derived from your language and particularly the English dialect. When it's written down, it's going to start to, gosh, language is actually just pointing at an experience. Whatever it is, it cannot create things. It's just, did you see it or did you not see it? How weird, right? So talk about, here's my little baby. She's getting so incredibly sweet. I'm so grateful how that the 2D reality really is. So anyway, Rhea is God. We did a lot of connecting with that. In one of my other videos that I'm just gonna keep pointing you to my playlist because something is gonna refine right in front of your face. It's important to know and find the train. See the train, the talk that will get me my seminar, like for $750 a head, they will sit and listen to me do this like riddle that will last an hour or two long, and just rearranging your entire perception about. I'm telling you, it's highly shamanic. And if the entire world has been kind of, well, first of all, it's an experience that you're having already, babes. All of life is a shamanic experience. Look at how beautiful my baby. She's being so sweet. She's not like, it's one of the first days. I shouldn't speak too soon, but she's not like clinging on with her freaking hooks onto my legs. She's just getting more and more. She's so gentle. I can't imagine that she's actually going to start like trying to, kill the mouses and stuff. But I can tell that she's. No, we went through this thing. The cats are going through this process over 9 months. That they finally get full grown about at 9 months. But they're going through this thing that we go through, that like all for our whole spiritual life, which is like, okay, see through the illusions, admit that you're a cat, and you don't know what you're going to do, but you have this great feeling that you know you are, and right, and I don't know, I just can see it, and I'm so grateful to have been able to notice it. And it's a very natural process, like unlike anything, all they need is to be fed well, and watered and protected. And they consider you their mother, I guess, and they want to play catch, especially if they don't have any other partners, like her brother had to go, and so, boy, it's been tough, but I've switched all around. I do not use any at all cat foods. I don't know. I guess I'm the last one to know. Um, she the other one stuff makes her feel really bad and nearly tries to kill her, and wants me to go to the vet. And so I just suggest you people know that your cat can eat all kinds of different foods as long as you mix it with a little chicken and maybe, yeah, the chicken broth, maybe a little butter. But see, I hesitate with that butter. Even the butter has something in it weird. Anyway, sorry about this. Back to this is going to be fine. And see, I wanted to talk about the he. See, we're now talking about just energy there, boys, and girls. Is, in his, it's interesting because is in his, but really what we're looking at now, what we're looking at is just these darn energy points. I know it sounds redundant, but no, this is saying that you cannot have existential reality. This, like, say, okay, isn't it a trip? See, I'm thinking of the very language. This, like when you say this, what is it? You're looking at the I, the is. The I, see, your heart, yeah, let's just write the word heart here. Sorry, this pen is going to give out, so I'll use a different pen. It has the word ear in it, right? But this is really that God thing, the EA. I do relate it with music for some reason. See, because I don't know everything, but see, there's the E, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Those are musical notes. I didn't lie yet, babes. I'm not spacing out. There's something that we need to connect and understand. And I'm kind of doing it like I'm just in Aries, just pioneering right in front of your face. I'm going to refine this talk. The ear, this beautiful symbol right here, by the way, this symbol, this combination of things, amazing. If you really knew what it was. See, it's important to know that this is the truth. That's the truth right there. Whip, see, you have a compass that goes north, south, east, west. You have a deep responsibility to this. See, that's what's here. Here, you take this away. Um, you know, take this away. Is not there, and we're not even talking about here. But now we're gonna see. Um, I'm serious. So like now the word everywhere. Every, there's an R, and that means to reverse the whole entire thing. Just try to get anything out of it, even turning it upside down. But the main thing that you get, see, they want you to know something. See, the V is a trip to have in there. The V, if you notice, the V is on top of an I. and that makes a Y. It does. And you know, when you talk about a Y, you're talking about a shape a lot of times. It's like there was a fork in the road, or is a Y. You know, really, I know people that talk that way that they consider it a shape, and they say it went into a Y, right? You know. So anyway, this is, but now we're dealing with electrical, babes, because this is a conduit. You know, you can see it in old light bulbs that there was a Y. There's a Y, and then there's a connection to both, and that could be um, the ground, you know. So, but every see, there's a V there, and you notice that there's Eve. Eve shows up, but there's an R there. You want to reverse this and find out what's more real than the name Eve. See, there is a controversy about that. It already comes up. It's not me making it up. It's not Eve. It's I, or electron. That's what they say, or electricity. See, but now we reduced it back down to E. It's not Eve. It's not. And see every. That's each individual here. Us, um, here, there, everywhere. Everywhere. See, when we start doing every, we can't even get to aware, I don't think, without this I there. The I is here with the every. See, this is just like this huge school that you're in, and unless your eye is open, now I'm thinking with you right now. I'm not just saying this. No, what I'm saying now. See, you're either a heart processor, or you're doing the mind. See, now the heart has an ear in it. The word ear, which is can be jumbled all around. Really, there's earth, there's era, there's Ria. Ria is God, reality. Put the L down. There's an I there. It's really interesting. It's saying that we cannot have this experience of reality unless the I is there. See, that's what's connected to outer space. I keep talking about it's like, well, you start with what's just beyond the nose, because if you can handle what's in front of you, you might be able to handle what's in the rest of outer space. I mean, even if it's just imagining, is it there or not? I don't know, man. That way out there is kind of questionable. We're talking about just getting localized to the T, and see the itty. Everybody knows itty is a suffix, right? It's very interesting. I have a little comic. I could get into a comedy about this. We can stand the Y up. That's a vowel. You want to keep your vowels up, and they don't tell you that the Y is a vowel. It is. Y. It's actually containing all vowels, and the way that it's placed on your keyboard here. Sorry, I'm just really rambling on. It's showing me that it's actually the conduit. It's grabbing like this, because that's U. That's a U, babes. They're standing there, and see if the I is open everywhere, everywhere. If you imagine, you know, people can get on the same page without watching the Channel 4 news. That's all I can say. If they get into the truth like this, that's the way we will begin to harmonize. You know, it depends on. See, this can be really useful in your relationship with narcissists. And it seems like that's a plague on the earth. It's like, no, I'm kidding. This could be a real live cure. Um, in awakening. See, I'm telling you, if you know, it's possible that we already know this, and this reversal thing that is going to go on. It's like, everybody needs to get on the same page, which is the same. Now, if you know what the word page has in it, come on, do the bird and the word math with me. I'm going to stick it right here. Your page, and it's literally because you have a Facebook page, you know, or what page are we on, right? Or really, it's going to manage something up into perception here through the fact that we have you, you know, you, which is us, you know, the biological we, um, right? E-W-E, we, sheep. Sheep is here. And you don't have to say the sheep. You know, we have she and he is here. Boom. Is here. Is. See now, isn't this like Odelay doing your hand signs? You know what I mean? Like because but see the Antichrist has hand signs. It's like you must pay attention to horse shit, otherwise I don't have my club, right? But look at this club. Who's with it? I mean, I'm seeing that some of the people who have chopped their genitals off and turned them inside out, they didn't like it after a while. It was terrible. Yeah. Whatever's going on, I'm looking at it like I can't believe this. How do you, whew, it's like you don't do that. There's some stuff we're already doing. It's like, but how did it go that far? Where people decide now to do a certain thing based on how that actually, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry, but you are fucking. Okay, mind and illness are synonyms. Mind and illness are synonymous. So if you're just a mind there fully encapsulated, imagining a life to be, then you are definitely sick. Don't worry, it's well, they were calling it 80% of the population out there who were narcissists with a fully encapsulated mind. Anything goes, really. Anything can go, right? It's like, fuck the truth. Screw it. Take my genitals and throw them out. I was almost that way. Really, I'm saying, well, where's my. I thought I was going to be a man this lifetime. That's about how far I got with it, but I didn't really want to chop my genitals off. No. I love being a woman now to this day. You have to learn, well, can you handle it? Being the fucking thing that you are, come on, people, what the fuck? And you don't even know what that is. Because that kind of, it's so strange. It's like you're not your human body. You hear that a lot, right? You're not, I am a soul, not a human body, right? You're just having an experience of being human. Um, and I say, well, I don't know. I don't think I get far away from how am now, except for in the other realm, I have wings. I'm not so limited here. I go like that. I could do anything. This, trying to rewire your entire perception to understand how it is working scientifically, and that well, there is a club. Just can we reduce it down to just oh boy, we don't have anything to do with that toxic shit out of there over there, and the way that they're using everything to turn into a weaponry. Why, we can claim a lot of ours back. Say, excuse me, but we are the energy. See, everywhere means with the eye, when an eye is open, see, that's eye right there. If you do the reverse thing, find two and put them together, there's eye. Yes, it will enable the eye to come up. It's definitely energy, though. When you see a bunch of E's like that, it's like energy. Yes, E, energy, see, energy. Put the N down. I, E. See, E just points at I too, but really it's pointing at electron or energy. Electricity? Yes. Didn't leave away from the E yet, so I didn't lie yet. That's it. So inner, there's the R. That means to reverse, babes. You can put it down and then now find what you can put in there. You can do that and stick the I out. Stick it out again. Ugh, there it is. Come on, get it, you guys. Play the game. What will happen? What would happen if? Oh boy, I think that we already know. It's like this is a video game. See, I'm thinking right in front of you. It's like, well, you ground and you start grounding more. I need to go outside and walk, apparently barefooted on the ground. But I am in the woods anyway. I used to do it all the time, like all through my 20s and 30s, really, because I would go out into the forest and I would just be there. I love that so much. I can't wait to see my NDE review and say, there, right there, thank you. Just meditating and realizing something about the water and everything and working stuff out. And then I started noticing the chemtrails. I was starting to notice, like, okay, there's something I really need to get back to, and it was to get on the internet again and find out. Because I was here when it first came out. It was 1990 or 92, and 91, 92. It was the green screen phone modems. My boyfriend at the time was a darned computer programmer, and also he built motherboards, and so we had that in our little room in the back here, and when we moved up together in the mountains here, and that was a big transition age. a transition time in my life when we were able to move. See, I wanted to come up to Idlewild here, where I live is you know, of course, it's my destiny to be here as long as I was and experience what I have, and to be here right now at this very point. You would never know how it comes that I figure out. Uh, I will continue to refine the medicine that I'm working with here, and then begin to, like I said, ideally, I almost did it in my last video, and I'm gonna save that video. I need to save some of these videos. I hope that I want to get some secretaries here that, like, if you like this stuff, I'm not able to put it on my playlist all the time. I'm very distracted by my 3D. There's like I'm being attacked by demons, and just people that don't support and really are just trying to keep you unstable. They have a completely different agenda, which is like this energy grab thing coming from the out of. They want your soul, and but it's in the form of taking your energy and stuff. Um, oh, you didn't hear about it? Well, then here's my dragon. Here's my dragon. You're in trouble. Yeah, everybody's in trouble with my dragon. She's so special. She's so wonderful. I love her so much. Oh, oh, she's so wonderful. Great. I love her so much. She just, oh, just, mm. She's gonna be a big girl. Her paws. See, I had a very dainty little, petite little cat, for 17 years, and she had the smallest little petite little paws, and this cat's paws, um, see, they're way bigger than my other cat's paws. And she's really like dragony. She just wants to play, you know. I don't really take it personally that she tries to scratch my eyeball out. Um, no, I'm surprised. I'm really as fast as she is, really, and probably even faster. I'm like, babe. I love you, by the way, you who are, whom we have to get through this time of trust, finding out like our true faith and trust, because I like what I see as far as the universe. Babes, I tried to talk to you about this. The universe. If you look at what that word means, universe, verse means some kind of communications. It's to communicate. It's communicating something, right? You have a verse. No? Yes. Think about it. Think with me. Think with yes, yes, yes. So now the word reverse. Do you think we're talking about motion like going backwards, forward? Mm-mm. See, and so, but talking about the reverse. See, you want to use that R and look for the birds in the word there. See, there's the word see. See, and again, now when we talk about see in this freaking thing, um, we are actually talking about that eye is open, babe, because it really does point at it a lot. Like just in the word is alone. Is, like what's here, right there, like in here. Well, if you notice, is his is there. Isn't that a trip? His. But you can keep breaking it down, and you see the word I. You see the symbol I in there, and that's you figure he can't have it is unless that I is open like that. Really, yeah. Unless there's an I there, otherwise it's just not possible. It's just a hiss. But um, really, there is an order that I'll be talking about this. See, I was trying to talk about the everywhere. See, in order to get to that everywhere equality kind of thing, where it's like, no, this is just across the board, global, that we know now. Um, I, every I, every he her. That's what really, see the word where or here. If you notice the W symbol there, and the question, it seems to be like where. It's not a question. It's saying we have made it through this symbol, through this like this energetic wave. See, really, when you keep going with the W and the M, they're both the same, by the way. And I come up with this symbol. You think I come up with it, but no, I see it somewhere else. Is this? Do you see that? It's just the W and then it's flipped over and there's the M. But there's really, see, this right here, I already pointed out to you where we're heading is we want to look at science, and it's the dawning of the age of Aquarius, and this is the symbol of Aquarius. Why are there two? Well, the possibility of the two are there, right? We could just say that they both operate as one, but there is the two that kind of look at like each other. But see, Aquarius, aqua, and we have yet to know what role the hydrogen is playing here. H is hydrogen, Hans. I was trying to explain to you that, and this is the same video. Well, it's found everywhere. It's here. It's found here and everywhere. See, when you say everywhere, we're looking at this again, the I. See, we're not going to get away with conveying any of this, right, without, see, that we're here. See, it's important to know that the universe and human beings are one. And now when you start to talk about one, you want to look at that. There's a lot of that comes up. The word one will just be stashed inside of a word, like the word tone. Now, tones. In music, we're not talking about notes, although note and tone are using the same exact word, letters, symbols, but they're jumbled around. But the real word is tone. Okay? And you see how I was talking about this wave right here? It's waving. Aqua, water, there's a philosophy that can come out of that. You've heard Bruce Lee talk about water, be like water, my friends. You become one with the teacup when you are poured into the teacup, or you become one with the whatever, right? Water can splash, or um, it can be quiet and smooth. Be like water, my friend. It's very powerful, right? So talking about here, let me just get rid of the is not what you think it is. There's a lot going on there with the truth and energy, and then if you want to talk about your helix, the H. The H is found everywhere because it's the most common element. Why is this P here? Sorry about that. I was trying to show you what the word is in the word page. Age, Hans. And because that's why, because they're trying to tell you that there's, you want to watch out for pages. And because it's going to be creating your ages, really. It's going to be creating your, kind of in a very, very profound scientific way that you can keep peeling that apart. So you don't want to hold on to bullshit because it gets old quick, and then you start aging. So you want to get rid of the gibberish, and get back into real science, and was I talking about real science here? Well, no, I kind of erased it, but there's the word C that comes up a lot, C. And we are not talking about 2IC, babes. When we start pointing at what is really working here, that one I, the T there, tone, there's one. Okay, the tone. Well, what I was trying to talk to you about, the tone, there's only one tone. Like there's this wave right here. There's like this one energy that we're working with here. Energy is all the same. If it's a man or a woman, like you can see right there, if it's a heart, any heart right there has the word he in it. But see, there's the R there too. So what you're going to do is just, when you want to identify yourself as a humane being and keep and have access to the central banks, I mean, really, I don't know how it's going to work, but we're going to see that her is there. he, her is there, and um, but there's a lot more, you know. There could be a combination. See, I'm coming up with it now. When I was talking about everywhere, the everywhere thing is huge because there's the I there, and then there's he, her there that shows up, and so we just know that all of this is ours. There isn't anything we can't own. None, not a single individual can own this, you know, or his, right? It's important to say it like that because this is his, and there's where he's set free because this marriage thing. It's like, well, doesn't that shiest him? Doesn't he get shiested a lot? It's like she has to sit around and she becomes a crook. I don't know. I've seen it where, right? I mean, it's like, right? Because, uh, yeah, it's not usual that the woman is always complaining, well, yeah, and then he took all my assets in the end. But I'm not doubting at all that that could happen. No way, because more and more, I mean, probably more often than not. I mean, maybe it's just this, we don't even know. Did she own it first and then he stole it from her? And then now he's owning it, but then now here comes some other she, and then she stole it from him. And all these people are secretly gay. What is that too? What is it? It's like, so what? Who cares if what you have sex with? A lot of people are having sex with machines over there. They don't have enough time, and they just relieve themselves on a factory piece of a factory equipment. Sorry, excuse me. You didn't see that movie? Minute 37, and it's worth it. Hit like and subscribe. Um, yeah, no, we'll get some order in the court here, Hans. At least I know what I'm talking about. I want all of you to know that reality is setting in for a lot of people who are actually not even ever close to finding out what reality is, and it happens in the form of well, stuff that happens that's beyond your control. You fucking control freaks. You know, it's the Taurus people. The Taurus. Taurus is this symbol here. Let's see. It's, you know, who knows what that symbol is, but no, it's, I guess you could say, well, those are the horns and that's the head. And they need to let go. They're too rigid in a lot of ways. We know that they work really hard, but they start to get too like selfish, right? And the part of the organism that says I have, which we talk about this a lot, it's like that person over there has $33 trillion. Why? All I want is a kitchen counter. I've done a lot, and I still kind of get a kitchen counter out of it. I don't know. Why doesn't that guy just fucking fork it out? See, and they talk about and if Zuckerberg or whoever Rothschilds or the three families over there, they're not human, by the way. Those aren't humane beings. They borrow stuff here. They are borrowing, and I don't think they like it. Half of it. Not even, especially when they look in the mirror, they're like, oh God, you know, what am I going to do with this? Sorry, but no, I'm talking, and they want everybody else. They will make everybody else ugly, right? They love it. They love the game that they're playing on the potential here because it's. You can imagine being that fed like that rebellious. I guess it's not rebellious. It's dishonorable, like that. It's disharmonious, like really that much of a loser. I guess that you just can't. You refuse to fucking learn how to be cool. Here's my little baby. She's so cute. I just love her. No, she hasn't killed any mouses or anything yet. And I, just, I don't know what to do about that. She's wondering, what am I supposed to do, Mommy? And she gets all kind of fustigated. Oh, just a tiny bit. There's a part where she's trying to talk to me, and I'm like, oh, it's okay, little sweetie. You're gonna see. You have a purpose here, and it's way beyond me and you being in this fairy tale illusion where I keep saying, you're so cute. You're so cute. You're so cute. Look at these paws. Have you seen anything more bitchin' than these black paws, man? I can't show you them enough on this it doesn't catch the absolute. I mean, talk about a luxury. She has. Ah, oh, this cat is such a luxury to me, anyway. Mm.
Baby. Baby. She's just a little baby. Oh. Oh.
She's such a friend of mine. You know, we're gonna go out and feed the chickens right now, and she kind of follows me doing that. And my little fuzzy friend, right? I know about that. I see. I should cut. I should probably cut this hair. What do you think? No, I really did a hell of a job, and now it's trying to level out. Sorry about that. The Mercury and squaring my Venus. I just figured, don't touch it anymore. Do not cut your hair anymore. Just stop. Thanks for listening to all this. This is a blank page. This is really what we want to get down to. Like, would you please shut up? Right, darling? Right, dear? Right, my baby? Right, my sweetheart? Sweetheart? Love? Love of my life? Darling? Hello? Hello? Some people have to, there's this thing that says, it's Mahamudra. Mahamudra is the ultimate expression. It's the ultimate ground of being. There's a possibility that that's here. And it goes like this: the ultimate ground of being is beyond all words and symbols. But for you, my dear friends, must this be saying, the void needs no reliance. Rest on not a single word, but remaining loosely in the natural state, without making an effort, you can break the yoke, thus liberating yourself away from the mind, really. And if you just catch but a whiff of the true nature of reality, you're never going to go back. In fact, you were chosen, and good luck to you.